Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. I want you to try something with me right now. Look around the room you're in and try to identify the dominant colors. Can you do it? Notice any undertones? Jot down warm or cool in your head. If you're struggling, you're not alone. Here's the thing. Most of us overlook what's right in front of us, which is why we struggle so much with choosing art. But once you understand this one simple concept, plus 3 others I'm going to show you today, you'll be able to select artwork that transforms any space. By the end of this video, you'll spot your room's undertones in seconds and know exactly which art colors to pick. But first, I need to clear up some major confusion that's been holding people back. I'm going to expose 3 art myths that are absolutely ruining people's rooms. I see these mistakes over and over again, and they're keeping your rooms looking amateur when they could look professional. The first myth is that your art must match your sofa exactly. I cannot tell you how many times I've walked into someone's living room and seen a beige sofa with beige art hanging above it. Everything matches perfectly, and everything looks completely boring. When you match your art to your furniture exactly, you create what I call a flat room. There's no visual interest, no depth, nothing for your eye to focus on. I worked with a client who had a navy blue sectional and had bought 3 pieces of navy blue abstract art to hang above it. Everything blended together so much that nothing stood out. Your art should relate to your room's colors, but it shouldn't disappear into them. The second myth is that you need expensive original art to make a statement. This one drives me crazy because it's just not true. I've seen people spend $800 on an original painting that does absolutely nothing for their space, while someone else hangs a $60 painting that completely transforms their room. The difference isn't the price tag or whether it's original. The difference is choosing the right colors for your specific space. I have a client who bought a $65 painting from Art in Bulk that has more visual impact than the expensive paintings her neighbor bought from a gallery. The painting had the perfect shade of coral that her room needed, while the expensive paintings were just brown and beige like everything else in the space. The third myth is that bold colors will clash and look messy. This fear stops people from taking any risks with their art choices. They're so worried about making a mistake that they play it safe and end up with rooms that have no personality. People choose art in neutral colors because they think it's safer, but what they end up with is forgettable spaces that could be anyone's home. Bold colors don't automatically clash if you understand how colors work together. Ready to see why these fears are unfounded? Here's the thing. All these myths exist because people don't understand basic color relationships. Once you learn how colors actually work together, you'll realize that choosing art becomes simple and intuitive. These 4 color relationships will clear up why art choices feel risky and show you exactly what works. The tool that makes this possible is something every professional designer uses, but most regular people completely ignore: the color wheel. It's not complicated, it's not fancy, it's just a simple circle that shows you how colors work together. Here's what I want you to do right now. Grab a free online color wheel or draw a quick circle with red, blue, and yellow spaced evenly around it. Now look at the art you currently have hanging in your room and try to identify which color relationship it uses. I'm betting most of you can't do it, and that's exactly why your art choices feel random or wrong. Secret number 1 is monochromatic schemes. This means using different shades of the same color. What this does is create sophisticated depth without any risk of clashing. Like my client's gray living room that went from boring to elegant with charcoal, silver, and warm gray art pieces. Up next is the pairing that brings an instant energy boost. Any guesses? Secret number 2 is complementary colors. These are colors that sit opposite each other on the color wheel, like blue and orange or purple and yellow. The contrast creates energy and makes your space feel dynamic instead of flat, because these colors make each other pop. Here's one that creates perfect flow between rooms. Secret number 3 is analogous colors. These are colors that sit next to each other on the color wheel, like blue, blue-green, and green. This creates harmony and is perfect for open floor plans where you can see multiple rooms at once. The final secret might surprise you with how balanced it feels. Secret number 4 is triadic color. These are 3 colors that are evenly spaced on the color wheel, like red, blue, and yellow. The key is choosing one color to be dominant and using the other 2 as accents, which creates fun energy without chaos. Here's the thing. Each of these relationships solves different design problems and creates different moods. Monochromatic feels sophisticated and calm, Complementary feels energetic and bold. Analogous feels peaceful and flowing. Triadic feels fun and balanced. The question isn't which one is right, it's which one works best for your specific room situation. But here's what most people miss completely when they're trying to apply these rules. Your room is already telling a color story. You just don't know how to read it yet. Every single room has undertones that most people completely miss. And this is exactly why your current art feels off, even when it seems to match perfectly. Here's a simple technique I use with all my clients to identify undertones. Take a piece of pure white paper and hold it up against your wall. If the wall looks yellowish or pinkish compared to the paper, you have warm undertones. If it looks bluish or grayish, you have cool undertones. Do the same test with your furniture and fabrics. Your beige sofa might actually be a warm beige with yellow undertones, or a cool beige with gray undertones. Now here's where it gets interesting. Natural light brings out cool tones during the day, while evening lamps warm them up. This shift can make perfect art suddenly feel off. I've seen people choose art in the store under fluorescent lighting, and then hate it at home under their warm living room lamps. The professional trick is deciding whether you want your art to harmonize with your room's undertones or work as a strategic accent piece. If you want harmony, choose art with the same undertones as your room. Room, cool art. Warm art. But if you want your art to be the star, choose art with opposite undertones. A cool blue painting will pop against warm beige walls because of the contrast. Client case: I had a client who bought same theme landscape painting for 2 different rooms. In her living room with warm undertones, the painting looked cozy and inviting. But in her bedroom with cool undertones, the exact same painting looked muddy and wrong. Room size and natural light determine which color relationships work best. Small, dark rooms need lighter colors and more contrast to feel bigger. Large, bright rooms can handle darker colors and more subtle relationships. A tiny powder room might need a bold, complementary scheme to create impact, while a spacious living room might work better with a calm, analogous scheme. Here's your step-by-step process. 1. White paper test. 2. Note your light source. 3. Pick harmony versus contrast. 4. Once you can read your room's color story, choosing art becomes logical instead of guesswork. But there's something even more important than following any specific technique. The real secret is understanding relationships. The relationships between colors, the relationships between your room's undertones and your art choices, the relationships between lighting and how colors actually look in your space. Let me give you the quick memory hooks. Monochrome equals depth. Complementary equals pop. Analogous equals flow. Triadic equals balanced fun. I want you to go look at your current art with this new knowledge. Can you identify which color relationship it uses? Does it work with your room's undertones or against them? Is it creating the mood you actually want? Ditch the old rules. You now know the real secret. Color relationships, not price tags. So go make your walls look amazing. If you found these tools helpful, hit subscribe for more real-world decorating tips. And let me know in the comments which color scheme you'll try first.